Hello, hello, hello. I just wanted to show off my mug. Love you more. I want you all to love you more, love yourself more. After this challenge, welcome to day one of the I'm Gonna Love on Me Self Love Challenge. We are here today to learn about the love hierarchy. But before I get into the lesson, I have a few questions that I want to ask you. This will be a good time to grab your journal, to grab something to write on, grab something to type on, whatever you prefer, and take a moment and pause this video and write out what comes to mind whenever I ask these questions, okay? It that whatever comes, I say sometimes off the dome, whatever comes off the dome is what your subconscious wants you to know, okay? And we're going to talk more about subconscious later, but that's that inner voice, that's that little girl inside of you talking to you and communicating with you. So don't be afraid to pause this video, answer the question, and then get back to the video, okay? You can also listen and answer at the end of the night if you like and rewind. It's no problem. I just want you to write this stuff down so that you can look back on it, all right, whenever we are finished this challenge, because I bet you there's going to be a transformation here. Alrighty, so first off, a little bit about me. My name is Coach Stacy. I am a subconscious healing coach, and I've been coaching since 2020, the very end of 2020. I started coaching because in 2020, my mom passed away, and I found out a lot about her history. I found out a lot of her secrets. I found out a lot of her past. She always kept it inside of her and never shared anything with anybody, but she was very much an alcoholic. She was very much verbally and physically abusive. She was very much miserable and not happy at all. And I never understood why until she passed away. And it all boils down to she didn't fully love herself at the end of the day. And that's the reason why she was so miserable. That's the reason why she made everybody else miserable. That's the reason why um, everything would try to keep on knocking her down, basically. And so when I started going on my healing journey in 2016, she was still around. And I told her, like, look, Ma, I'm going to be telling people about the abuse that you gave me when I was young. I want you to let you know before, it gets out there. And she didn't respond. I said it again. She didn't respond. We went on to talk about something else. But that was my piece that I had when she passed in 2020, when I realized, like, look, I'm here on this earth to help save women like my mother. And so I want to help instill into you how to love yourself unconditionally, because so many amazing opportunities and doors and even more love comes to you whenever you start loving on yourself unconditionally. So first off, applaud yourself. Applaud yourself for being on this challenge. Applaud yourself for investing into yourself. Applaud yourself for choosing yourself first. Okay? Because us women, we choose everybody else before ourselves. We are trained to go and love on, to go and take care of, to go and make sure that everybody else is okay before we're okay. And that leaves us depleted and defeated. Alrighty? That is what we're going to change when we develop these habits that I'm about to go over in the self-love challenge. So applaud yourself for showing up for yourself, okay? One quote that comes to mind when it comes to this journey of self-love, at the end of the day, it's healing, right? And so when you're healing yourself, you actually are healing 7 generations before you and 7 generations after you. So I am doing this so I can literally, ooh, 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 that's probably my mom right there in that fly. You saw that? I am doing this so that I can heal my mama and so that I can heal the following generations to come after me. Okay, so I want y'all to do the same. It's more than just you, but it all starts with you. Alrighty, so I'm so happy to be able to be here and teach you everything that I've learned. And let's just get into this lesson, okay? So we're gonna start with the questions. Alrighty. These are some deep questions, all right? Again, what comes to mind first and write it down on paper. We're going to unpack it, all righty? Not on this call, but we are going to unpack it as we go along. It'll make a bunch of sense, okay, later on down the line. But let's do this now. So, question number 1. What was your example of love growing up? What was your example of love growing up? Okay, you could have had amazing parents. You could have had not so the greatest parents. You could have had an absent parent. You could have been raised by your grandmother, your auntie. Write down, what was your example of love? What did you see growing up that was love? I'll give you a moment to pause. All right, question number 2. What is your definition of love? What is your definition of love? What makes you feel loved? What makes you give love? Those are all kind of the things that you can ask yourself when you're answering the question, what is your definition of love? Pause it. Question number 3. What did people say about you? Or what do people say about you? You can go from your childhood, you can go to right now. What are some things that people say about you? Did they call you certain names? Did they tell you that you were good at certain things? Did they tell you that you were bad at certain things? What did people say about you growing up? Or even now? So you can pause it. Question number 4. What do you say about yourself? What do you say about yourself? Are you calling yourself certain names? Do you think you're really good at some things? Do you think you're really bad at some things? Those are the questions you can ask yourself when you answer, what do you say about yourself? Pause. And last but not least, question number 5. What do you want to be known for? What do you want to be known for? Some questions you can ask yourself while you're answering this is, do you see yourself as what you say about yourself? Do you see yourself as what the other people have said about you? What if none of that even is what you want? So write down, what do you want to be known for? You can pause it. All right. Now that we've answered these questions, did it bring up anything for you? Did it bring up any kind of emotions, any kind of feelings? You can go ahead and write down the emotions and feelings that came to you whenever you were writing this out. So, our subconscious brain, our subconscious mind, is what is literally controlling us every single day. 95% of your day is controlled by your subconscious mind. Okay? Some people may be asking, what is the subconscious mind? So, we technically have 3 parts of our brain. It's the conscious mind, which is what you're using right now to watch this video, to take these notes. Your subconscious mind is where all of your programming is stored. So basically, your subconscious mind is where your core beliefs, your core values, your core emotions and feelings are stored, because that's your mind that has been here with you since before you were born, since when you were in your mama's womb, okay? And so it absorbed every single experience that happened around you, as you were in your mommy's womb and as you grew up and became the woman that you are today. So it stores all of those memories, okay? Your subconscious mind knows who did it, when they did it, how they made you feel. It holds all of that, okay? And then the third part of your mind is your super conscious mind. Your super subconscious mind, excuse me, your super subconscious mind. So your super subconscious mind is actually what is connected to your highest self. Some may call it source, some may call it spirit, some may call it God. But your super subconscious mind is connected to source, okay? There's an energy that is around us all over this world, outside of this world, and beyond. And that energy, that spirit, that source, all stems from love. From love. So that's why we are here doing this I'm Gonna Love on Me challenge, is because we're getting back to our source, which is love. Alrighty, and so I asked those questions so that you could see what comes up. First off, analyze what you've been around your life. Has it been positive? Has it been negative? Has it been more self-destruction or self-doubt than anybody else? Maybe everybody else is pushing you, but you're pushing yourself back, or vice versa. You feel as though you're that independent, strong woman, but the people that you've had around you have pushed you down and made you feel otherwise. And so now you're trying to get yourself back up to feeling that strong and independency. Just analyze what you have experienced, okay? And we're going to honor what you have experienced. Alrighty? Take a moment and honor what you have experienced. Because I want to tell you this. Everything that you went through, it happened for you, not to you. And everything that you're currently going through is happening through you. So the energy that we're creating is what's going to literally radiate out to the world, radiate out to the universe. And the world, the universe, source is a magnet. It brings you right back exactly what you have inside of you. And so if you're not coming from that unconditional self-love place, then what's going to happen is, if you're radiating out the negativity, the self-doubt, the imposter syndrome, the procrastination, the self-sabotaging traits, if you're radiating all of that out, the universe has no choice but to say you're right and give you more of those things that keeps holding you back. Okay? So, let's get into what the love hierarchy is. All right, so just imagine a pyramid, right? At the top of the pyramid, you're going to have the first thing that you want to love on, okay? That's the top of the pyramid. The first thing, the first part of the love hierarchy is you're going to love on God first. And if you want to put source, spirit, infinite intelligence, if you want to put those words in at instead of God, go ahead. But I'm going to be saying God, okay? So you want to love on God first every single day. And do you remember what I told you about your super subconscious mind? Your super subconscious is connected to God, to source, to energy, to love, okay? And so if you're going to love on God first every single day, what does that mean? You actually need to slow it down. You actually need to get quiet and still. And you need to connect to your super subconscious. Okay? Your super subconscious actually is where your intuition is stored as well. And so when you get quiet, when you get still, when you get in tune and be present in where you are and grateful for where you are, and if you can add in getting out in nature, if you can add in meditation, if it's just meditation music or doing a guided meditation or a walking meditation, if you can add in any of those sources so that you can get quiet and still and in tune and present, then what's going to happen is your super subconscious is now connected to that spirit. And spirit is going to give you downloads on what your next best step should be. Alrighty, so when you do this on a daily basis, loving on God first, then what you're going to be having is you're going to be guided divinely by spirit, by energy, by love on what you should do next. It could be in your personal life, it could be in your business, it could be in your career, it could be just driving down the street, right? If that's your next best step and that's where you're guided to go do it, you better go do it because you got present, you got still, you got quiet, and you got connected to that loving energy spirit, which only wants the best for you. Okay, so the top of the pyramid is you're going to love on God first. The next level is you're going to love on you second. Okay, you're going to love on you second. Alrighty, so what does loving on you really look like? It doesn't mean just getting your nails done and getting your hair did and going shopping. No, that's I don't want to say superficial. I won't say superficial. It's not superficial because I'm looking at my skin right now with this makeup. I'm like, you looking flawless, girl. You looking good, okay? So getting yourself looking pretty is gonna boost your confidence and your energy. That's amazing that you should do, but that's more maintenance, okay? That's self-maintenance. But loving on yourself first, what does that mean? It means moving your body on a consistent basis. If you could do it daily, that would be amazing. It means connecting with nature. We are so much more connected to nature than you can even imagine. Okay? So connecting with the electromagnetic being that you are. The electro is from the sun. The magnetic is the earth that's connected to the actual ground, right? So stepping outside, doing grounding and stepping outside with your shoes off, walking in the sand and the grass and the dirt, connecting with the ground that's around us and not just these four walls. That's loving on you. Journaling is a part of loving on you as well. We just answered 5 questions about ourselves, right? I encourage you to go deeper into those questions and determine where you feel like some of those feelings came from. If you have a strong mindset and you're a business mindset and you're like, I don't even know where I got this from, but you start journaling out where it started, or if you start journaling out like how it's came about, you'll get to the root of it. Maybe it's like the book Rich Dad Poor Dad. Maybe you had a rich neighbor that taught you how to be an entrepreneur. You never know. You never know. But your subconscious mind will help you get to the root, okay? So journaling is a great way to connect to you, to love on you. Another great way to love on you is to say no. Say no. If you don't want to do something, say no. If you don't want to go help somebody else because you had something important to do, say no. If you don't feel encouraged to go to this place that your friends or your partner want you to go to, then say no. No is a form of self love. You should write that down. Okay? No is a form of self love. So start honoring yourself and stop being the yes woman. Okay? Another form of loving on yourself is people pleasing. Hold your right hand up. Say, I am a recovering people pleaser. I am a recovering people pleaser. I am a recovering people pleaser. I have to say that to myself too because I just vision all of these things where I was doing the most for everybody else. And what did it do? It left me defeated and depleted. Okay? So loving on you first is no longer being a people pleaser. Alrighty? We're going to get into rituals or routines, whatever you want to call it, in the coming days. But having a self-love routine on a daily basis will help you love on yourself more. Okay, I'm gonna help you kind of develop what's gonna be best for you. But start thinking about ways that you can start loving on yourself each and every day. If it's walk outside for 15 minutes, come inside and start journaling. Do the guided meditation before you go to work or start working or before you start helping anybody else. Just those three things, they will blow your mind if you haven't already started doing that, okay? And so then the last and final level of the love hierarchy is you're going to love on everyone else third. Everyone else third, okay? I'm talking to you mothers. I'm talking to you wives. I'm talking to you girlfriends. I'm talking to you, you best friend ever that does everything for everybody else except for yourself. Everyone else's love will be an extra blessing when you love on God first and yourself second. Period. Okay? All right, so let's repeat that. The top of the love hierarchy is you're going to love on God first, yourself second, and everybody else is third. You're going to love on everybody else third. Okay? I personally feel like starting your day like that is just going to fill your cup up, and then it's going to be overflowing. And what's overflowing is what's going to go to everybody else. And this isn't just taking care of the children and the partners. This is when you go to work, when you go to your business, because you loved on yourself first, that other people can feel that love from you. They feel that energy coming from your body. And the only way that somebody is rejecting that love is if they're a hater or if they're jealous because they don't have it inside themselves. But we're going to be talking more about boundaries, and those are the type of people that you don't need around you. Okay? You want to connect to other loving energy. And the only way that you can do that is by loving on God first, yourself second, and everybody else third. Alrighty? So I hope you guys got some value from this. I thoroughly enjoyed sharing that information. That is something that came to me in a dream after going to the I Believe conference with David E. Monetier. I'm not sure if you know who he is. And at the time, he was married to Chanel Cooper Seitz. They were so in tune and they were so electromagnetic to me that I created the love hierarchy based off of their belief system. They basically said you want to believe God first, believe yourself second, and everybody else third. But I was like, no, 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 no. It's love. You better love on God, then love on you, and then love on everybody else, okay? So I'm going to give you guys homework. First off, if you weren't able to answer those 5 questions, I need you to go ahead and answer those 5 questions. And then the last thing that I want you to do is I want you to write a letter to the universe, okay? Write a letter to the universe and let the universe know how you feel in this moment. Okay? So it could be something like, Dear universe, I thank you and I appreciate you for bringing me to this point of my life. You want to also let the universe know that you have given so much energy to so many people and that you are looking for a return of that energy. It could be in cash form or loving, healthy relationships. Whatever you're yearning for right now are all the above. Okay, so write a letter to the universe. Let the universe know how much you have given so much love to so many people. And you are looking for a return of that energy. And you can close it out in cash form or loving, healthy relationships, whatever you're yearning for right now. And then put amen. Then I want you to take that letter and I want you to either keep it by your bedside. I kept my letter on I had my like spiritual shelf where I had like sentiments from my mom and where I had like elephants because she loved elephants, and where I had like things that meant to me. I call it my spiritual corner. I would keep my incense there, my sage there, and I just left the letter to the universe there. And every once in a while, whenever I was feeling a little when I wanted to have like a little spiritual moment, I would light my sage, read that letter, and let the universe do what it does. Okay? Return that energy to you. So write a letter to the universe. You do not have to share it anywhere. You can keep it completely to yourself. It is a-okay, but I want you to do that as your homework. Alrighty, I am Coach Stacy. It was a pleasure being here. I'll see you on day 2. I'm sending you healing energy with lots of love.